Winless at home versus winless in general. Can the Sharks get their first win?
You're Locked On Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, welcome to Locked On Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team, the Bay Area. My name is JD Young, caretaker at the Reef, also the co-host of Locked On NHL. I want to thank you for making Locked On Sharks your first listen, proudly part of the Locked On Network. We cover your team every day. And we're going to be looking at the New York Rangers, kind of deep diving into the Rangers and the Sharks continue their road trip. So we'll kind of look at how these teams match up. We'll look at how the Rangers have been performing this season, expected lines, and then what to watch for in this game as the Sharks try to get off the schneid and win their first game of the season. So let's start by looking at how these two teams match up. The Sharks are 0-4-2. The New York Rangers are 3-4-1, but have not won a game at home this season. They've only scored one goal at home. Offensively, the Sharks are 25th in the NHL at 2.67 goals per game. They allowed 4.83, which is worse than the NHL. Power play for the Sharks at 22.8%, 12th. The PK at 68.4%, 28th. For the Rangers, 2 goals per game, 31st. Goals allowed, 1.88, third. Power plays at 15%, which is 26th. And then the PK is at 88.2%, 7th. Jeff Skinner leads the Sharks in goals, Orlov in assists with 5, and Celebrini in points with 6. Adam Fox leads the Rangers with 3 goals, and Panarin leads the team in assists with 5 and points with 7. This year, the Rangers have played very good defense and struggled to score, and especially at home, where again they have scored 1 goal at home and have been shut out multiple times to start the season here. So the offense is just really struggling for the Rangers, but defensively they've been very good, and Shesterkin has been very good as well. For the Rangers, so they didn't have a morning skate this morning, so these are kind of based off what they played last time. Shesterkin is expected to start for them, as he wasn't even at practice this morning, so I think a sign that he was, or at the morning skate, so a sign that he's expected to start. So Panarin, Benjev, Cooley up top, Shiri, Miller, and Lafreniere their second line, Preston, Laba, and Radish. The third, Edstrom, Carrick, and Rempe on the fourth line, Gavrikov, Fox, Robertson, Borgen, Susie Schneider, and like I said, Shesterkin should be starting for this. For your Sharks, no changes from the forward group. Toffoli, Celebrini, Smith, Eklund, Wenberg, Skinner, Graf, Misa, Gaudet, Goodrow, Delandria, Reeves, but there are some changes defensively. So we have Ferraro, Darnaz, Letty, Iorio, Orlov, and Liljegren. So Liljegren is expected to come off of IR. Sam Dickinson is sitting tonight, and then Nadelkovic will start for the Sharks. So let's start really quick with the Dickinson, because I know people are going to be annoyed that Dickinson's not playing. Again, 1, they want to stretch out those 9 games, right? Stretch them out. 2, the Sharks are still managing the minutes here, especially with the Sharks playing 3 games in 4 days, right? You have a game tonight, you have a game on Friday, and then you have a game on Sunday. So you're going to see guys like Misa and guys like Dickinson. They're not going to play all 3 of these games. I would assume Dickinson plays on Friday, Sunday. Misa, I assume, will probably play Friday and then on Sunday, and Thursday and on Sunday, and then probably get Friday's game off. Like, the Sharks are going to manage their minutes, like the same thing we saw with Will Smith last year. So that is part of it. So Warzowski made a point to say that Sam Dickinson has been playing well. This is via Shang Peng, that he's been playing well, but again, they're trying, all part of the schedule, are all part of the plan with him. So But for this game, right, this is two teams who are desperate to end some streaks here, right? The Rangers, who have not won at home this year and have scored a total of 1 goal, and the Sharks, who have not won, period, but have been playing really well these last 2 games here. I expect this game to be a very tight, low-scoring affair. And we talked with our friend John from Locked On Rangers about kind of how these two teams are playing right now. But I do expect this to be a very tight, low scoring, low event type of game. And I think the Sharks are going to have to take advantage of their opportunities against a very good defense, especially like Gavrikov has been a big addition for the Rangers this year. So you're going to have to take advantage of your opportunities. And Nadelkovic, who's I think has been playing better and better. I thought he played really well against the Penguins. But unfortunately, the Sharks just couldn't give him any run support. I think it's going to be pretty similar, where I think he's going to have to make some big saves against the top 6 of the Rangers. But I think for San Jose, like you even though it's a good penalty kill, you have to try to get on the board on the power play if and when you get opportunities for them to kind of win this game. I do also want to see how kind of the bottom 6 for each team kind of plays, right? And the Sharks have gotten pretty decent scoring from their bottom 6, and the Rangers have not. So if the Sharks guys like Gaudette and Delandria, and if one of those guys can potentially break through, I think that's going to help the Sharks try to kind of earn that first win. But I do think the Sharks win this game. Like the way that they have played the last 2 games, right, against the Penguins, they took it to the Penguins for a majority of that game, just got goalied by Tristan Jarry. You look at the way that they played against the Islanders, right? They took it to the Islanders the entire game, dominated the Islanders, just crucial mental mistakes. So I think if the Sharks can limit those mental mistakes, not serve up pizzas, and kind of help clear the puck in front of Nedeljkovic, I do think the Sharks can win this game. So I think they win. I think Celebrini has a big game the way he's been playing. So I think multiple point game for Celebrini, but I think it's going to be a close one. But I do think the Sharks finally break through and get their first win of the season against a Rangers team that's trying to kind of figure things out right now. So we'll see. Hopefully, they can't lose them all, guys. They can't lose them all. So we'll have a full breakdown of this game on your next episode of Locked On Sharks, wherever you get podcasts. And of course, you can watch on YouTube as well. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok at Locked On Sharks. Follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky at My Fry Hole. Until later today. Bye, friends.